just full disclosure, I wanted to do a mock draft where Aiden Hutchinson wasn't an option. Now, this version is a bit suspect because I truly don't believe the Giants or the Jets would actually offer 2 top 10 picks for the number 2 overall pick. But having said that, look, there's millions and millions of versions that are going to come out. Again, we have every Monday for the next, month and a half, 2 months? Get ready. It's going to be fun. But this is the first version. Alex, if you could. I traded the number 2 overall pick for the number 4 and the number 10 pick. Now, I do know that is one very highly unlikely. But I kind of regret what I did already. I kind of regret it already. Because, you know what? In this version of the mock draft, to be fair to me, Kyle Hamilton was off the board. He was selected number 3 overall by Houston. So just full context for everybody. So when Aiden won, who went to the dude out of Purdue, the defensive end, went number 2.
Kalafdis?
Kyle Hamilton went number 3. And then I was left with Neal, Leal, and Thibodeau, basically. No Hamilton, or I would have selected Hamilton. But I went number 4 overall pick. After the trade back, I took Kayvon Thibodeau. All right? After I took Kayvon Thibodeau, boy, you know who I'm in love with, man. It's a dude out of Utah. I didn't give a crap who the hell was available. I was taking Devin Lloyd no matter what at number 10. And Garrett Wilson was actually available at number 10, by the way, in this version.
I like Devin Lloyd.
But I'm taking Devin Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd,
I just solved linebacker and potentially edge rusher for the next 8 to 10 years. I'm pretty happy about this. Now, this is where things get really tricky, by the way. You have to understand. You have to understand. This is a mock draft machine, right? I don't have control over the board. I really don't. Like, there were some versions where Nakobe Dean fell to 34. Like, I can't do anything about that. But this is a different version. I have Thibodeau at 4, Lloyd at 10, and I swear to you, if Kyle Hamilton was available in this mock draft, I would have taken him at 4. I swear to you. You know why? Because there's a dude that fell to me at 32 that I love out of San Diego State. And is my favorite person outside of Devin Lloyd in this draft. That's Cameron Thomas. I am on the Cameron Thomas hype train. Look, 2 edge rushers in the first round. Does it make sense? You know what? Maybe not. But God damn it, after June 1st, I'm cutting Trey Flowers. Out. Yep. Done. Okora coming back off of injury. No problem. We're going to have a deep rotation. Maybe I could have taken David Bell. Maybe that is the one thing you could have brought up. Adam, you could have taken David Bell. I'm not passing on Cameron. I'm not passing on Cameron Thomas at number 32, man.
Yeah,
That was a tough one for me. And then, of course, with that trade, I had to give up the number 34 overall pick, by the way, to New York, which takes me to number 59. All right, number 59 on this list, John Mechie III. Look, if he's going to fall, I'm taking him in the middle, basically the middle of the second round, towards the late of the round. But this is where like the Kyle Hamilton conversation kind of kicks in, guys. Now we're entering the third round. Pick number 97. I can get a safety out of Maryland that I think will contribute in the NFL. Now, is he Kyle Hamilton? No, he's not. He's not as good as Kyle Hamilton. I will fully acknowledge that. But 5 of the top 7 players were 5 of the top 7 safeties in the NFL currently were selected past the first round, with a majority of those 5 going in the 3rd or later. And may I remind you, Tracy Walker was what, a 4th round pick, I believe? Look, I think we're all on the same page. We would like to trade back this year because it's not the quarterback draft. But damn it, I don't see 4 and 10 really being an option. I don't see New York actually giving up both picks. I really don't.
No.
Now, again, they offered the trade. I'm not going to say no to it. But is it actually going to happen? No. And that's why I'm excited for Jeff's, because Jeff actually didn't trade at all.
No.
Which I thought was interesting. But we'll continue. We take Nick Cross at safety. And then we both agree actually on the same pick at 177.
I loved it. When I saw this, I was like,
I swear I got so happy when he was available at 177. I took Sky Moore. And I'm feeling really good. I've gotten 2 receivers. I've gotten 2 edge rushers. I've addressed safety. And I've addressed my linebacker position. Guys, what the hell else do the Lions need? To be honest, you don't need a corner. Even though we go corner later on in the draft.
Yeah, you take them one.
I took a tight end. I took James Mitchell out of Virginia Tech. Look, Hawkinson was hurt. He has an injury problem. Is this kid going to come in and beat TJ Hawkinson? No, he's not. But damn it, you need depth. And that's what killed me. And I do want to revisit. I want to know what you think of three things, Jeff. Number one, the trade to go to 4-10.
I like it. Value-wise, honestly, it is unlikely. But if you can get two guys like that in the top 11, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous.
And I want to clarify this one more time. If Kyle Hamilton is available at number 4 in this mock draft, I swear to you I take Kyle Hamilton. That's coming from the guy that does not want to take him at number 2. But at number 4, and I have the number 10 pick. Like, I got to think of positional needs, guys, right? We need a linebacker. You need an edge rush. And then you need a safety. And if I were to rank them in terms of value, it would go in that exact order. Edge rusher, linebacker, then safety. That would be... Hell, I would put wide receiver as a more important need right now than safety. Because you can still sign Tracy Walker for not bad of a price and get good production out of him. That's why this draft makes so much sense, at least for me, Jeff.
I like it.
Again, Kyle Hamilton at 4, I'm making a tough decision. It's really tough for me because I have him and Thibodeau on the board. That's no fun. I hate it. And then again, at the end of the first round, why is Cameron Thomas falling into my lap? Why? Why do the football gods have to do this to me? I didn't want this. I wanted to take a wide receiver like a normal person would. And to be honest with you, I tried actually trading the pick, by the way, full disclosure. I did not want to select 3 players in the first round. It's a lot of money. But I couldn't trade it back. I tried going back one spot literally to go to Jacksonville on day 2, go to pick 33. They weren't having it, so I told them to go after themselves. And then I selected Cameron Thomas, and the rest is history. But let's get back on track. After Sky Moore, by the way, I know you love him too. James, we take James Mitchell, tight end, the backup.
Which I thought about taking as well. You need tight ends. You need a tight end. You're right.
You need depth.
Rounds,
you need depth unless you're going to go sign one in free agency,
Either
which
way.
there aren't anything special in there. But anyways, after that, I take a corner. Back-to-back Virginia Tech picks. We take Jermaine Waller. And then, of course, we finish the draft with, surprise, surprise, the safety out of Cincinnati who fell to pick 232. I get to take him. That's value. That's value to me. Where am I getting the most value? And I feel really good about that board. I really want to know what you guys think of it in the chat. I feel really good about this draft board. I really do. I really... what I'm trying to... The message I'm going to try to get across, especially for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, is where can I get value when I'm picking? What is value to me? We talked about Tracy Walker. He's a valuable player, isn't he?
Because of where
When did you select him?
3rd round. I think late in the 3rd round.
Very late in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
It's like pick 98, I believe.
So
he's actually a 4th round pick. If I'm not sure. Regardless of the point,
either way, it's value.
You can find value, and I think to a lot of people's points, and I'm guys, I try to be as honest as I can here. If you have the number 4 and 10 pick, Kyle Hamilton's available, you're probably taking him because you know you can get the linebacker at 10, and you know you can get Cameron Thomas or one of the other edge rushers at 32. So like I get your arguments, I get the point of it.
You know what I noticed? One thing
What?
about this mock draft?
What?
No quarterback.
Of course, no quarterback.
Love it.
Suck my.
I
you know
love it.
what?
I love it. And you know what's funny?
You can suck me dry.
Can I
I'm
ask
not
you
taking a
something? Did Kenny
quarterback.
Pickett and those guys fall to you?
Kenny Pickett. Okay, so full
'Cause-
disclosure, Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis were not only available at 32. They were available to me at 34.
Oh,
But that was. But I traded the number 34 pick with the New York Jets. But all the mock drafts I had done differently, Pickett and Malik Willis continue to fall.
me as well.
And the reason why I selected to do this one, and probably next week, I'll probably end up doing where I don't make any trades. So, you know, that is a likely scenario as well. And I don't think selecting 4 and 10 is realistic. But look at the New York Jets and how they feel right now. If you're excited about those first 2 picks, how do you think the Jets feel? You think they're going to trade up? No, they're not. They can go get a Kyle Hamilton or an edge rusher.
They can get those
and
two
then
guys.
go get a linebacker. Or get a wide receiver, Garrett Wilson at number 10. Or a Drake London at number 10. Who knows? So I don't see that happening at all. Adam, in this scenario, are you signing a flashy wide receiver? No, I'm not. I'm not signing a wide receiver at all. I'm taking Mechie and Sky Moore, and I'm hoping one of them works out. Because if one of them works out, I'm going to be just fine. Because I've got a run game. I've got the best, one not the best, but one of the better offensive lines in the NFL. Yeah. I've got one of the better tight ends. I've got an emerging star in Amon-Ra St. Brown. I've got a quarterback that can win me football games whether I like him or not. My offense is pretty complete. And I just loaded up on the defensive side of the ball. And I brought in a Nick Cross, a Devin Lloyd, a Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm feeling good about that draft. What did you give me? F to A.
Oh, no, I mean, I like it.
Grades F to A.
B plus.
B plus?
I don't know why. I just
Maddie?
think a B plus. I could give you an A. I just.
I want honest feedback. I really do.
Credit.
I'm going to be doing a ton of these. I'm going to try not to select the same players, but full disclosure, because we got to go to break.
No, you got to get an A. You got three first round picks.
You can't go back on your B plus.
Actually, no, I didn't even think about it. You're
giving him extra credit now?
I'm giving this guy a B plus for getting Kayvon and Devin Lloyd. No, I'm giving you an A.
Look,
that's a good lead.
We got to go to break, but before we go, I do want to make one more point, which is what I've shared with you in this first mock draft are players I am in love with. Maybe you don't take Mechie at 59. I do. Maybe you don't take Cameron Thomas at 32. I see too much value there. Kayvon Thibodeau and Devin Lloyd. That's a good bunch of players, man. Sky Moore, Mechie, Cross. Those first, 5 picks?
Should all play. Right.
Hell, 6 picks. I could argue the first 6 picks are home runs. Like, I'm feeling really good about them. But we got to go to break. When we get back, it's time for Jeff's. I'm so excited because Jeff didn't make a single damn trade. Oh, my God.
I'm excited.
This is probably the likely scenario for the Detroit Lions. But I'm not going to lie. I already know what Jeff did. We're going to have fun with this one. Maddie, what do we got? Walk me through it, baby.
I will. Well, number 2, one with the obvious pick. A lot of people might agree with it in the chat, and this is the one the Lions should go after, and that's Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, guys, come on. Aiden Hutchinson at number 2, didn't trade back, stuck there. I think Kayvon, I don't know, Evan Neal went number 1, had the pick between Kayvon or Aiden.
I think he made the right decision.
Right decision. At the end of the first round was where it got interesting, because the best.
Who was on the board?
He was on the board. Lewis Seen. At the time, honestly, not that much. I think Nakobe Dean just went. Devin Lloyd obviously was already gone. I had I had the quarterbacks, but no. Stay in safety. Taking Lewis Seen out of Georgia. Complete safety. Can play in the box, defend the run, defend the pass. He's really good all around. Someone that I like at safety. Could still find value there at 32. I left the wide receiver till 34. I figured David Bell, you could take a guy who might have been robbed of the Blitnikoff Award, a guy that one of the best receivers in the Big Ten, someone that can play outside. He's 6'3", and that's why I love the Sky Moore David Bell dynamic. You have two guys that can both play, and you can use them in different ways. I don't know how the hell I got Boye Mafe in the third round. That is a steal to me. You get an edge rusher who was at the Senior Bowl this year. Dan Campbell got an up-close look at him, and my God, was he a specimen. That's a guy that a lot of people he's probably going to go way higher than that, but he fell to me. So took him at 66. I addressed that linebacker position at 97. Took Damon Clark out of LSU. He filled that Jabril Cox role last year and did pretty damn good at it. So we were able to address that linebacker role. And then I saw Sky Moore sitting there at 177. I thought to myself, I'm licking my chops because I'm taking Sky Moore, a guy that, again, was a big part of why Western Michigan, really their only option there, and a guy that I think the Lions can use in a lot of different ways. He's 5'11", got over 1,300 yards this year. So give me Sky Moore. And then number 180, thought I'd address that secondary a little bit. Took Marcus Jones, undersized corner out of Houston, someone who can make plays. But, again, you're taking him in the 6th round. So I'll take Marcus Jones at that spot. And then I thought to myself, I got to eventually address that guard position. Because, listen, Vaitai, you could say what you like about him. He's overpaid, and it's somebody that you're probably going to have to replace in the near future. So why not take a chance at a Tyrese Robinson in the 6th round, a guy who, has been a 4-year starter at Oklahoma, a guy that, was the leader of that offensive lineman group, and someone that, provides depth for the Lions. So give me that. The Connor Hayward pick, I just want to explain this. That was a reach of someone that you can maybe use in different ways. I don't think he's going to be a running back, but it's someone that Dan Campbell liked. It's someone that you can use maybe at fullback. You can use in a lot of parts of your offense, and that's kind of what I used as my 7th round pick, a guy that you just take and, he'll work out, but he ain't going to be a for sure starter for you. So this is my draft. I thought the first 4 or 5 picks, 6 picks, you could probably start right away. I think Sky could easily, right after Sky, it starts becoming, maybe depth. But before that, those are 4 or 5 guys I could see making an impact.
So we both did something very interesting.
Yep.
We took 2 edge rushers in the first 2-3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of don't mind that. And I want to know what all of you think in the chat. Please.
Yeah, grade it.
If you're doing a mock draft And if you're in charge, are you going with depth at the edge rusher position? Now, I took 2 in the first round, so it's a little different. But Jeff basically took him, what, in the 3rd round?
Yeah.
Beginning of the 3rd round.
It's a steal.
It's not bad.
No.
That's value.
Value.
That's value, man. Lewis Sign, I don't mind, but I think I believe the criticism on Sign is his pass coverage, right?
You know what I wanted? I wanted Jaquan Brisker, and I wanted him so bad, and he went 2 picks above Green Bay. So I felt like, all right, I'll take the next best safety. If I had a choice, it would be Brisker. That's one of my favorites. But
you know what? With these mock drafts, look, they're very unpredictable, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure who's gonna fall. Sometimes you make a pick at 2, and there's a guy that can go in the top 12, sitting there at 32 for you. I mean, some of these things are just ridiculous, but. If I'm giving you a grade, Jeff, I'm giving you an A-, B plus, A-.
Yeah.
The Damon Clark, I don't know. I'm a McFadden fan out of Indiana.
McFadden, that was a guy that
was he available around 180 or no?
He was. And
Oh,
that's someone. I'm not
jackass.
going to lie to you. When I picked Damon Clark, I saw McFadden was there, and I thought to myself,
I don't hate
all right,
it.
Crap, I maybe should have went McFadden.
Well, who was available
but,
when Damon Clark was available? Because he fell kind of, to be honest, because he wasn't there for 97 with me.
Linebackers, obviously, the one that I like the most is Muma, the guy out of
do you?
Wyoming. Yeah, he's just he wasn't there, but he was taken way earlier. But yeah, Damon Clark, McFadden to me, I like him a whole lot. Outside linebacker, I just took Damon Clark. You need a linebacker, middle linebacker guy.
We both took 2 wide receivers too. That's also something I noticed.
And that's something. And this is the problem I had is you got to take a receiver in my opinion those first 3 picks. I addressed it. I took David Bell, and then I thought to myself, well, Sky Moore's there. You can use him differently than you're using David Bell, and he's still valuable. So, like you said, value, and I was able to find value in a majority of these picks. So.
I love Funky's comment here. I don't mind the 2 outside linebackers at all. Romeo and Flowers both should be gone next year for money reasons. Absolutely. Hell, you could get rid of Flowers after June 1st this year if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And when Cameron Thomas was available at 32, and you know what, Funky, to your point, man, if a Cameron Thomas is available at 32, yeah, I'm questioning what I'm doing at number 2 all over again. But I don't know that, right? That's the thing that's what's so fun about these, you know?
No.
I could select Kyle Hamilton number 2 overall, and there won't be a single edge rusher available outside of Benito, maybe.
It's how the cards fall.
You just don't know, right?
Yeah.
And that's why number 2 at edge rusher, I think, is so important. And I love what you did here, Jeff. I really do. It's actually really good. We both took 2 wide receivers. We both took 2 edge rushers. I love the depth there.
And we didn't even talk before. So this shows that
Not bad. We're on the same page.
Yeah,
Different players, but on the same page.
Similar page.
I promise next Monday, I will do a draft where I'm not trading. So I'll have a similar board, and if you want to trade, feel free.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll trade the next one. Yeah.
The 5, look, so again, this is the tricky part, guys. Do I think the Giants are going to give me 5 and 7 for number 2? No. Are the Jets actually going to give me 4 and 10? No. Look what I just got with 4 and 10. I got Thibodeau and freaking Devin Lloyd.
You'll take it.
Like, they're not doing that, right? So I think maybe for argument's sake, Jeff, maybe moving forward we just do no trades, at least in the first round.
Yeah, more realistic.
I don't know. And then maybe try to trade up maybe in the first round. You can do that if you want. But trading back, I don't think it's... I wouldn't even trade back with Philly. Why would I want the 15th and 16th best player?
Just unlikely.
Why? Who's going to be there for me? Nakobe Dean? Okay. Then who? A corner I don't want? Cameron Thomas, sure.
And the only pick I see I was thinking about trading was that 32 pick. Maybe other teams are interested for that one more year. But again, you had Lewis Seen there signed, so give me him. I'll take him. Great value. Jaquan Brisker, I did it one time, and then it crashed on me. But I had Jaquan Brisker in the second pick, and I was very excited. I had to redo it again, and I got Lewis signed.
Jaquan Brisker fell to me a couple times, but that was without the trades. But I ended up going with the trade mock. I thought that was the one that I think told a different story. I thought it was challenging, but this was really good. Not bad. And we have the Combine this week.
So next week will be even more interesting.
Monday's gonna look a lot different, man. I am really excited how the board's gonna evolve. At least our mock drafts are gonna evolve from now up until April when the draft starts.
I am too.
That'll be fun.
See who slides up these boards.
It's gonna be fun.
I still don't think Boye Mafe will be there, but still, I love it.
You want to hear a fun story? When I was doing the morning show, I filled in one day for Corey when Stick and Joey were doing the morning show.
Sticky Wicky.
And they did a mock draft that day. So, like, I came in and, I'm just giving my opinion. It's not like I'm trying to do something crazy. So, Joey, Joey and Stick are going back and forth. It's 1, 2, and 3, and it ended up where I actually had the first pick, I believe. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I had the number 7 overall pick with the Lions.
Was this the T.J. Hawkinson year?
No, this was the Penei Sewell year.
Oh,
and
yes, this last
Penei Sewell
year.
had fallen to 7 in this version. And I sat there and I took Micah Parsons. And they murdered me for it. And I remember it was like 2 weeks before the draft. And I was like, I'm taking Micah Parsons. Like, I don't think Sue is falling. That was part of my logic. Like, I actually don't think he's going to fall. And I was a big fan of Micah Parsons. I thought he would have fit in really well with Detroit. But the rest is history. Mock drafts are so fun, though. They really are. And you know what, guys? Next Monday, let's do this. I want you guys to do a mock draft all week. Do as many as you want. And I want you to submit them. All right? Submit them to, just tag me and Jeff and Woodward Sports.
Yeah, tag us.
In the tweets, okay? Send us a screenshot of it. Or, better yet, do it on the weekend during the NFL Combine, right? And once it wraps up, I want you to send me all of your mock drafts. And we're going to select maybe 2 or 3 for the Detroit Lions, and we're going to go over them next week. Hey, you made it all the way through. I'm so proud of you. Why don't you make me more proud? Like, subscribe, and watch another video.